Hey friends, Sara Gaston here. Listen, thank you so much for joining me. Today's topic is, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. Believe me, I feel ya. And right now, when we're recording, it's fall, it's late November, and the weather's kind of cold and dreary. And, between the pandemic and all the world events and everything that's going on, it's really easy to feel overwhelmed. And it's really easy to feel fatigued from sort of the mental bandwidth that all of those things have taken up in our collective lives, right? And so when we try to sit down and make a list of all our actor to do things, a lot of which involve what my friend Ben Warner calls the invisible work, which is such a great word or a great term. It's all those things that we know that we ought to do. Like, I need to update my Actors Access page, or I need to, upload a couple of new headshots to my Casting Networks page, or, I need to self-submit for, or I really need to, update my demo reel. I mean, the list goes on and on, okay? I get it. I have that list too, and it does go on and on. And every time I get like one thing done and I'm feeling really good about myself, then I look at my list and go, oh my Lord, there are 50 more things I have to do. And, so what happens to a lot of us is that we sort of get paralysis by analysis, right? Is we look at that list and then we just kind of freeze in our tracks. And I think there are a few reasons for this. I think one is the chunk is too big, so maybe, you have on your list, I need to redo my demo reel, okay? Well, that involves quite a bit, right? That involves you have to collect all the clips that you want to use. You have to make sure that you have somebody who you trust who can arrange that for you. You might have to go through said clips and, look at the time code so that you can tell them which portion that you want cut and inserted into your demo reel. You probably will have to give them an order and say, this is the order I want my clips to go in. There's a lot. And so when we look at that on our to-do list, we think, I'm tired. I want to make some popcorn and read a book and take a nap, right? I'm not saying that's what I do. I'm just saying some people, that might happen to them. Anyway, so that's one thing. Another thing is we can just be afraid of what doing those things means. Let me explain. When doing those things calls us into a place of being bigger maybe than we have been in the world so far, we can get those self-sabotaging thoughts that say something like, you're not ready, you're not worthy, you're too old, you're too young, you're too thin, you're too fat, you're too whatever, right? That tells us that we're not quite, we probably shouldn't take that step because we're probably just not ready for that step, or now's not a good time. Right, so that's another thing that gets in our way. And sometimes we just have given ourselves too big a list for the amount of time that we have, right? I dread emptying the dishwasher. I don't know why. The dishwasher never did anything to me. I dread it. And I always think it's going to take a ton of time, and it takes like 2 minutes, right? So I always think that's going to take so much time, right? Then I do the opposite, is I'll sit there and go, I'm going to update my Actors Access page. Well, that's like, Hercules and the Hydra, right? I enter in one thing and then I realize I need to, oh gosh, this is so outdated. Oh wait, what was the thing that I was in before? Oh wait, who was that director? Yeah, I don't remember. Oh yeah, you know what? I need to totally change this category, right? So then the simple task ends up taking a lot longer and being a lot more complicated than we think that it should be or that it's going to be. And so those different things can all lead to that feeling of, oh my gosh, this is too much. I just want to curl up in a ball and, hide from the world. So here's my invitation to you. In this season of life, if you're feeling any of these things, and yet you know that there is still work to be done, give yourself one, maybe two little tasks. Do those and call it good, right? Because maybe tomorrow or in a couple more days, you'll do 1 or 2 more tasks and call it good. But if you're anything like me, the enormity of all the to-dos just can feel like a wall that I'll never ever be able to scale. And that's not a comfortable feeling. And I can say this because I can point it out in other people, but when it comes to myself, I'm like, I'm not doing that. But yes, I am. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. Remember, just chunk it down. Little baby steps, you know. Journey of 1,000 miles begins with only one. So we can all do this, people. Hang in there, okay? If you liked this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube list, or my YouTube, my YouTube list. I have over 100 videos at this point covering all sorts of topics. And then if you want all the goodies, I would suggest that you subscribe to my email list on my website, saragastonnoh.com, because there are some goodies there that I share that I don't share anywhere else. That's just the truth. I don't know why I'm suddenly talking like this. It happens, y'all. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and break a leg out there. I'm here. I'm not there, I'm here.